What is up, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? I am of course the Joker, back again with another challenge accepted deck question profile video. So today's challenge deck is the Cracking Dragon deck. Now, the original challenge for this deck that was given to me by a guy named Rails was so restricting, I had to use only machines that were actually used in the anime, and it had to be dark dragons if it wasn't particular machines that were dark. So that made this deck really hard because there aren't many great ones that fit into those two categories that can pull off some great combos. So after talking to Rayozo, he was, of course, as always, really accepting and said, you know what, you can change the restrictions to the challenge as long as I use the 3 Cracking Dragon and the 3 Jack Wyvern, and as long as there is potentially a way to bring out Call of the Haunted if I'm able to. Which, with this deck profile, you're actually able to, and I will be showing some combos at the end of this video, as always, of some different combos you can actually do with this deck that actually can pull off some fun plays. But with this deck profile, of course, since it is the challenge of the Cracking Dragon, what I'm starting off with is the triple Cracking Dragon. Now, this card is absolutely great, in my personal opinion, when you're able to actually bring it out. Because every time your opponent would summon a monster, if it be normal, if it be special summon, they're going to be burning for that monster's level times 200. So let's say their level monster is 8 stars, they're going to be burning for 1600, plus that monster also loses 1600 attack. So it really makes cards trying to get around this really hard, apart from if they bring out a Link or an Xyz monster. Next, I'm running that triple Jack Wyvern. Although this is the only other actually dark machine monster in the deck, this is just a nice level 4 machine monster. It really makes it fun, plus it was also part of the challenge, so I have to put it in this deck. But there is actually some fun things you can actually do with this card, and it does actually help the deck quite a bit, it being a level 4 machine monster. Next, I'm running that triple gold gadget and the triple silver gadget play. The fact of it being able to special summon a level 4 monster, the fact of when it's sent to the graveyard you can special summon a gadget monster apart from the silver or the gadget, depends on which one was sent to the graveyard. So it just really helps this deck go for those rank 4 plays and can really just help you span out your board. Next, I'm running that double gear frame. This is a really nice card. This play of the gear frame in the fortress does kind of help this deck. If you send Cracking Dragon to the grave and you're able to bring it back from the graveyard, you've got 2 powerhouse monsters right there, which really does help the deck. Plus, the fact of gear frame, as always, it's being able to search out for fortress, and then when you bring out fortress, you can equip gear frame, which is a combo I did do quite a bit. I was always bringing out fortress, as you will see in the duel videos if you want to watch them, that this was my main play, potentially trying to stall my opponent if I was ever able to bring out Cracking Dragon. So this play right here does really help the deck in my personal opinion, and if you're running a machine deck and you're able to put these 4 cards in, it doesn't really take up much room and it can help the deck just give it that little bit more power. For my next and last monsters, I'm running that triple knight. This is a really nice card. You're sending darks to the grave, which of course would be your Cracking Dragon, and that helps you potentially try and bring him out from the graveyard by using your other card effects and all that you want to be using potentially later on in the game. Moving on to spells, I'm running that 1 Foolish Burial, same thing as knight. You want to be sending dragon to the grave. For board wipe, that 1 Regeki and the 1 Dark Hole. To power up my monsters, because they're all machine apart from knight, I'm running that 1 limiter removal. To spam out the board as much as possible, I'm running that triple double summon. For some draw power, I'm running that double Pod Desires, pretty much because I'm running triple of every single combo piece in this deck, so really it doesn't affect the deck in a bad way. For more draw power, and just to make this deck go down to a 37 card deck, I'm running that Into the Void. It does kind of help the deck. As I've said, you want to be sending Cracking Dragon to the grave to potentially try and bring it back from the graveyard. And this just gives you that little bit of a draw that might actually help you out. For my traps, I am, of course, as I said, the main thing of this deck is trying to bring out from the graveyard, so that's why I'm running the triple Call of the Haunted and the triple Back to the Front. Now, Back to the Front, I prefer much more than Call of the Haunted, because you're specialing out Cracking Dragon. Cracking Dragon isn't a card that can easily be destroyed, apart from if it's going to be destroyed by a Link, or if it's going to be destroyed by an Xyz monster. But the fact that it's not continuous, it's actually really great, and it's really fun. And the fact that this is coming out in the Code of the Duelist set, I really want to pick up as many as I can of these things, at least a play set, because of the artwork is just really cool. I know it's ridiculous and it's something unique, but I personally like it. And for my last trap, I'm running that triple Magic Cylinder. just to make your opponent take that little bit more damage. If they're on 2000 or something, or if they're on a really low level count, life point count, sorry, this can really help you win the game. Moving on to the side deck, I'm running that double Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. You know, this is a really nice card, and with this side deck, as I've said with previous side decks, it is all personal choice. It depends on what you're facing at your current locals, tournaments, or what you face the most in general. If you need any help with anything you don't know how to face, feel free to comment down below, and of course I'll be happy to help you, as I only joke when that's what I'm here to do. But with this side deck, here's some just staples. You know, as I said, you've got the Ghost Ogre, you've got DD Crow if it's any of those graveyard effects you don't want to deal with, Artifact Lancier for those banish heavy decks, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, and that's why there's actually a free slot in here. I put this in here because, you know, if you're facing any deck that relies on a particular extra deck card, you know, you can just put that in, have your Ghost Reaper there, and it can really help you out. For the Kaiju, of course I'm running that Gamma CO, it's the easiest one to get over. To bring out some potential more links if you really wanted to, you can run GOFU in this deck. For more draw power, you can run that 1 Maxi, and if you don't like back row, you can easily run Twin Twister or MST. For the extra deck, I am running the double Bomber Dragon. This was actually also part of the challenge. I had to have double Bomber Dragon in the deck. The 1 Proxy, the 1 Decode, the 1 Castell, the 1 Diamond Direwolf, pretty much just destruction cards, things that get around stuff you don't want to deal with. The 1 Tornado Dragon, the 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, the 1 Utopia and Utopia Lightning play, the 1 Silent Honor Arc, the 1 Gaga Cowboy, the 1 Gear Guy and X for that search, and for a level 7, you know, if you bring out double Fortress, you can bring out Big Eye if you really want to. And as I said, there is the free slot for a particular deck that relies on an extra deck card that you don't want to deal with, and you want to run that Ghost Reaper play. But that of course ends it for the deck profile portion of this video. If you want to see this deck in action, continue watching because the duel videos are coming up right now. And that is it for my challenge accepted deck question profile video on the Cracking Dragon deck. I do hope that you all enjoyed it, enjoyed the combos itself, and if you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this if you haven't already. And as always, if there is any deck that you would like me to make, or if there's any tips you need, feel free to comment down below, and of course I'll be happy to help you as quick as I can, as I'm the joke, and that's what I'm here to do. Now before I finish off this video, there are actually two channels I want to give a shout out to, because both of them gave a shout out to me on their channel, so I got to give one back, you know, help each other out, because that's what I love to do. The first channel I want to give a shout out to is my team Duel Study X, hosted by my captain Edward. He's absolutely insane. His last deck profile was the Dark Magician deck, which in my opinion was an absolutely awesome deck, and both his channel and the link to that deck will be in the description down below, so if you want to check that out, make sure you do. He's absolutely insane, awesome as, and show him some love and subscribe to this channel, because, you know, that's absolutely awesome deck. If you love Dark Magicians, you'll really enjoy it. And the second channel I want to give a shout out to, because they gave a shout out to me, is Yugi19065. I screenshotted his name in that right here so I can easily show it to all of you guys. He's pretty cool, you know, I get along with him pretty well, talk to him here and there. So if you want to show him some love, you know, subscribe to his channel, and of course his link to his channel will be in the description down below. Although that is actually it for this video, I do hope that you all enjoyed it. Until the next video, that is it for the Joker.